Aquarius, and welcome to your October 2017 love reading with Divine Love Tarot. Sorry, I thought my video got stuck for a second. Okay, so I want to say welcome to my video. Welcome to my channel. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. If you're not a subscriber, I hope you enjoy this video and you decide to subscribe. Decide to subscribe afterwards. Let's see. I'm going to do a different reading this month. I'm going to do a Celtic cross reading. I usually do the past, present, future spread with 3 cards in each position, but I tried something new and I think I'm liking it. So you guys have to let me know if you like it as well. All right. I've done it for 5 videos, 5 signs so far, and I've gotten good feedback. So let's go ahead and I'm going to keep it going, all right? Going to get right into it. The first card for your reading is going to represent your present energy, and you get the Knight of Wands, okay? I'm also going to do what I usually do and pull the cards, but face them towards you so you see them how they're pulled. So I'm basically reading upside down, okay? But I want you to see the cards in the upright or in the reverse or however they're pulled, okay? So you got the Knight as your present energy, the Knight of Wands. What your challenge or what's crossing that is the Three of Cups. Okay, your past energy is represented by the Queen of Swords, but it's in the reverse. All right, your future energy is represented by the Ace of Swords, also in the reverse. All right, what you want is represented by the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Internal factors is represented by the Ten of Wands. Okay. Over here we're going to have the rest. Let me see. Can I move this over just a little? Okay, the next card is going to be the advice card for the reading. And you get the the Ten of Cups. The king. He's a king. He's a king of cups, not a 10 or a 7. Okay. The next card is going to represent your external factors. Okay. And you get the Lovers. Okay. The next card represents your hopes and your fears. You get the Six of Pentacles. And the last card represents your outcome for the reading, and you got the Six of Swords in the reverse. All right, Aquarius. And now also with this reading, I'm going to pull clarifiers wherever I need some more help. Unlike the readings that I usually do where I don't pull the clarifiers for the past, present, and the future. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Your reading, your present energy right now is represented by the Knight of Wands, okay? So this is saying that either you might be dealing with a possible fire sign, okay, maybe an Aries. You could even be dealing with a Taurus, okay. If not, this is someone who has high energy, all right. They're very sexual with you, very exciting. This person's very seductive, okay. If it's not a person, it can be like a very hot and passionate time if you're in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, it's just like something sudden, something spontaneous, something that gives you like a jolt of energy, okay? Or you could be attracted to someone who has this sort of energy. Now, your challenge to this present energy is the Three of Cups. So this can represent that either, you may not want to be tied down right now. If there could be maybe an ex, somebody that you want to reunite with from your past, okay? Or you've had an unexpected reunion. That might be why that might be the unexpected energy from the Knight of Wands. You had a reunion with someone from your past and now it's kind of causing issues for you in other areas of your life. We'll see how this reading plays out. Of course, this could be a third-party situation. So if you're in a relationship, your challenge could be that there's a third person that is affecting your relationship. Okay. This can also indicate that, you just want to be friends. All right, Aquarius. So, maybe there is someone who's interested in you. They're very hot, they're very heavy, but the issue is that, you want to be friends. You're not really ready for a relationship right now. All right. So let's go ahead and clarify this not the two, the 3 of cups, okay? This challenge energy. All right, and you get the 10 of pentacles in the reverse. So, I feel like you may not want a commitment right now, Aquarius, okay? Either you don't want a commitment, or if there is a third party situation, it's causing an issue, okay? It's causing a possible breakup, and it's causing you to have a lack of stability in your relationship if you're in one. Okay, so you have someone who either, someone's very interested in you and you're not interested back, or you have someone outside of your relationship and it's causing either a breakup or it's just causing things to be unstable for you. Okay? Now we have what is your past energy, and the past energy is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I always say with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, this is very bad negative energy. If this is a person, this person is just very difficult to deal with. The word bitch always comes to mind when I see this card. All right, just vile, evil, vindictive, really nasty mouth. This could be a really nasty argument. Okay, this is also someone who is not letting love into their life at all. All right. This is someone who's not compromising. If it's not a person, then this can represent that this was a time where you and your partner really annoyed each other. You probably really got on each other's nerves, okay? And um, also, this is the card of giving off the impression that you're just absolutely not interested. All right, because the Queen of Swords, whether she's upright or she's in reverse, she's got a lot of walls built up around her to keep people out. All right, if her mouth doesn't keep you out, if her sword doesn't keep you out, those walls are going to keep you out. All right, so that's the energy that you're coming from in the past. Now, the energy of your future, you've got the Ace of Swords, okay? And the Ace of Swords represents possibly falling for someone who is just all wrong for you, okay? This can also represent that you're not looking for a commitment, all right? This represents that there's really no clarity in your situation. Um, no, you have maybe a lack of willpower when it comes to your love life. Your partner may be very confused by you if you're in a relationship. All right, so that is the future energy. Um, let's go ahead and let's clarify. You get the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, so this represents a lack of commitment, okay? This represents that you need to let go of fear. All right, so maybe this lack of commitment that you have is due to some sort of fear. Um, but we'll get down to that when we get to the internal factors and external factors and stuff like that. All right, so basically, someone in this situation, it feels like it might be you, Aquarius, but if it's not you, then you're dealing with someone who doesn't want to commit. And maybe it's this Knight of Wands. So if you're dealing with the Knight of Wands, you're really attracted to this person, but they are not, they may have told you that they're not looking for a commitment, and then your future cards back that up. Okay? So now we move on to what you want, okay? And this is the Page of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. So it's basically saying that you don't want anything that you have to focus on or put too much energy into. So maybe you are the one who doesn't want a commitment for whatever reason. Maybe because of this past energy back here, you're still just not ready to commit to anyone right just yet. Or maybe because it is the Knight of Wands, maybe you don't trust that person enough to commit to them, or you just plain out don't want to, because this is the card of what you want. All right, so when this is in the reverse, you don't want nothing. Basically, it's like you do not want, or if that's not the case, then you don't want someone who represents this Page of Pentacles in reverse, okay? You don't want someone who is not focused. You don't want someone who doesn't have direction, all right? You don't want someone who isn't going to put effort into the relationship. So it's one of two things for you here, okay? Either you don't want a relationship, you don't want to commit, you don't want to put any energy into it, you're not focused, or you don't want a person that represents that energy. So let's go ahead and clarify what you want. Okay, and here we go with the Six of Wands. And I don't know if you guys remember last month, the Six of Wands was like haunting me, right? Coming up in every reading. So Six of Wands, you guys got it again. And this Six of Wands, this talks about this sexual chemistry you may have with someone, or this person who might possibly boost your ego. Okay, this represents you feeling like yourself again. So I feel like maybe you just want to have a sexual connection with someone, or there is someone that you have a sexual connection with, but that's all you want from that particular person. You don't really want anything else. You don't, you just want some fun. You want, so maybe if you are being represented by the Knight of Wands right now, if that's your energy, you're just looking for some sexual excitement. You're looking for a very low maintenance type of relationship, okay? You're not really looking for a big, heavy commitment in this situation. All right, let's go ahead and we move on to your internal factors, and we have the Ten of Wands. So it says that you may be feeling overwhelmed by your relationship, or you feel like relationships are too much work, okay? Or that maybe you've put in a lot of work, all right, and you didn't get that reciprocal energy from your partner. So that could be why you are adverse to having commitment right now, because maybe you feel like you've done too much. All right, you've done too much, and the other person wasn't doing enough, and now you're tired, and now you just want to kind of enjoy yourself. All right, let's go ahead. We can clarify that again, or at all, I should say. We get the Devil in the reverse. Okay, so this represents you coming out of some type of toxic situation or some type of bondage. You getting over being trapped in a situation, or feeling like you're trapped in a situation, or you feel like you're trapped in a situation. But this means you're coming out of it. You realize that a situation wasn't good for you. Um, you may realize, or, you may have been very attached to someone because you guys had some type of codependent situation, and now you're coming out of that, okay? So basically, you know maybe you were dealing with this Queen of Swords. Maybe this isn't your energy, maybe this was someone else's energy, and this was a toxic codependent type of a situation. And now that you're out of that, you don't really want anything that's too serious right now, because this is a lot to deal with, okay? If you were dealing with someone who had the Queen of Swords energy, or someone who caused you to have the Queen of Swords energy, that's a heavy energy to come out of, if that was your relationship. Okay, so right now, your focus is absolutely not on commitment, okay? Your focus is, it seems to be just on having a good time, enjoying yourself, all right? Nothing that's going to tie you down, because you were tied down before and you just got out of it. So you're not ready to tie yourself down again, okay? If you're in a relationship, then this is saying that you could possibly just, it's like you're in the relationship, but you are feeling the pressures of the relationship. You're kind of feeling overwhelmed in the relationship. Okay, so maybe if you were doing a lot before, you're pulling back right now, because you're saying, look, I've been putting all this effort in, and you're not putting any effort in. So right now, your focus is absolutely not on putting any more effort into the situation until you feel like your partner is reciprocating. And I'm cheating because I'm looking at your hopes and fears over here, and you're hoping for a more balanced situation, or you are fearing an unbalanced situation. So I feel like that's absolutely what's going on for some of you Aquarius is that, you gave a lot or you did a lot before. And so if you haven't left the situation, some of you have left the situation and you are just trying to enjoy yourself right now. Others of you are still in the relationship, but you're pulling back. You're not investing as much energy as you did before. You're questioning your commitment even, because you gave too much to someone in the past. Maybe someone who was narcissistic, okay? Because this could be a narcissistic person, all right? And so you are you are still kind of dealing with that energy. Once you've dealt with a narcissist, they take so much, okay? They will allow you to give everything until you have nothing left, and then look at you like you're crazy because you've stopped giving to them. They're looking at you like, what's your problem, okay? I never asked you for anything. Some of them will ask you for everything you have. Some of them, they don't ask for anything, but they manipulate you into doing so much, especially if you're a person who's naturally a giver. Then you come across someone like this and they're just going to drain all your energy out of you. All right, so I see where for some people that's your situation and you've been dealing with someone like that, or you're in a relationship with someone like that and you're very, very tired right now. But there is this sexual energy that is between you guys. So that is very confusing, okay? That can lead you to be confused, okay? But that is a confusing energy because even though you're not as bonded and you're realizing that the situation may be toxic, you're not completely out of it yet. All right, so now let's move on to the advice. And your advice card is the King of Cups, okay? So the King of Cups is telling you that you need to examine your emotions, all right? You need to examine your emotions and you need to understand why it is. Why are you afraid to commit? All right, why are you feeling so overwhelmed? Why are you conflicted? All right, what has caused you to be so emotional? All right, if this was your energy, what caused you to be this Queen of Swords in reverse? What's causing you to not want anything too serious right now? All right, because the next card we have is um, external factors, which are the Lovers. Okay, so with the Lovers as an external factor, um, either you are torn between two people or your partner is torn between two people. Okay, that's one interpretation of the Lovers. But there could be a possible Gemini person who is affecting your relationship. All right, and if that's not the case, then the external factor in a positive way, because this is a positive card, means that this situation is being divinely guided. Okay, the Lovers is kind of like a karmic energy, so that could be the external factor to the situation, is that you guys are bonded together. Maybe that's why this person feels so much like of an ego boost to you, okay? And that's why you want them. That's why you can't quite let them go, because there's this karmic bond between the two of you that is guiding everything. So even though this energy may be part of your situation as Queen of Swords, and it may have been a codependent type of situation for you before that you're trying to come out of because you feel burdened now, you feel overwhelmed, you can't, okay, I just made up a new word. You can't quite move on just yet because of this karmic tie between the two of you. All right, now for your hopes and fears, like I said, you have the Six of Pentacles. All right, so Six of Pentacles is saying that you are hoping for a more equitable situation going forward. You're hoping for someone who maybe is more generous with you, or you're hoping that your partner will be more generous with you. Um, you want things to be more fair and balanced, okay? Or perhaps you want to get the upper hand in the situation. You may feel like you have gotten a short end of the stick in this relationship, and going forward, you want to have the upper hand in the situation, okay? Or you're fearing that your partner is giving more to someone else. So if there is a third party, because you had the Three of Cups here as your challenge, and you have the Lover's card as your external factors. For some people, your partner may be seeing someone else, okay? And you are afraid that they are showing more attention to that person than they are to you. That's your hopes and fears. All right, so you were hoping for a more balanced and fair situation than you have had in the past, but you're also fearing that they are giving someone else more attention than they're giving to you. All right, now the outcome card for this reading is the Six of Swords in the reverse. So this is representing a setback or a delay. All right, you're not quite able to move on from the situation, like I've been saying. Um, there's some sort, things kind of are stagnant or will be stagnant for a while. All right. This represents that, you need to confront your issues. If it's about routine, you need to confront the fact that you guys have fallen into routine. This is also saying that, you are unable to leave a situation for whatever reason. This situation is a bad situation, but you're just not able to move away from it just yet. Okay? Six of Swords in the reverse can also indicate that somebody is no longer interested in the relationship. Um, could be your partner that is no longer really interested in this relationship, and maybe that's why you're fearing that they may be giving their attention to someone else, because this is already the challenge. Okay, so that's just for some people. That's not for everybody. For others, you you're just trying to get over this overwhelming energy. Something has overwhelmed you in this relationship, possibly, a codependent issue of codependency. If you are dealing with someone who is a narcissist or has those tendencies, then um, you're really questioning the commitment with this person. All right, I'm going to go ahead and what do I want to do? Let's go ahead and let's see if we can get a little bit more advice. Okay, we got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So, this is kind of saying that, where the King of Cups told you to examine your emotions. I see. The Knight of Pentacles is basically saying stop over analyzing the situation. All right. So there's a difference, because you may feel like, well, wait, you told me to examine my emotions, but now you're telling me you've been over analyzing the situation, or maybe your partner's behavior, or what your partner is putting into it. But you need to look at you. Okay. You need to look at what's going on with you. All right. This is what you need to really focus on and get to the bottom of, because this will explain possibly why you are staying in a situation that you feel like is not the best for you. That could explain why you might be stuck with this narcissist, and all right, this is going out for someone specific. Like I said, it's not for everyone. For others, it's just telling you that, every situation, good, bad, great, okay, mediocre, it takes two people. Okay. And so while we can find fault with other people, we still have to examine our contributions to the situation. All right, because at the end of the day, you're in a situation with someone. So if it's not making you happy, or if it's not what you want, then you really have to examine yourself and why you're there, right? Now, don't analyze the other person, don't analyze the situation, analyze yourself, okay? Um, Let's go ahead and see what's going on with your external factors. You get the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so that just is showing me that maybe your partner is the one with commitment issues. Okay, perhaps your partner is focused. Their focus is elsewhere. Could be on work. But this is reinforcing that your partner is not they're not very dedicated to the situation right now. That's so okay. For people who are in a relationship, you your external factor is that your partner maybe possibly seeing someone else, all right, because you've got the Ten of Pentacles, which represents, something that is causing your foundation to be unstable, lack of commitment. All right. You've got the Three of Cups that represents possible third party influence, which is your challenge. All right. So your challenge may have to do with a third party and something that's um, causing your commitment to suffer. And then your external factors are the Lovers and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So your partner could be a commitment phobe also. That's the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. They could be adverse to commitment. Right, because this is external, so this is not you anymore. So they're none that doesn't apply to you. You're not the commitment phobe. They are. So maybe the both of you are. Maybe maybe that's kind of why you're together, because you boost each other's ego. And I feel like I'm being repetitive because I feel like I said this last month, but there's sexual energy here, sexual chemistry. You boost each other's ego, right? You might have even been like codependent and kind of like addicted to each other at one point, but either neither one of you wants a commitment, or you know that you don't want a commitment with this person. You know you can't commit to this person, and you're okay dealing with them because you don't want much anyway. All right, and whether you don't want much because you don't want it from them or you don't want it in general, it's either or. But I feel like there's a situation right now where there's two of you involved, and neither one of you is ready to commit fully to the situation. Okay, but at the same time, you're not really um ready to move away yet, or you're not able to, for whatever reason, you're not able to move away from the situation. Mm. Okay, let's clarify this outcome. Okay, we got the Seven of Swords in reverse. So you got the Six of Swords, and then the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords means that someone got caught being sneaky. Um, that represents you finally getting the truth, possibly from this person. So maybe you suspected this whole time that they weren't, that they were dealing with someone else, but maybe you get the truth of it finally at the outcome of the situation, at the outcome for the month. You find out the truth about your situation, the truth about the person that you're dealing with. Okay? Um, this can also, represent that when we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, it could indicate that you knew about this. Okay, you knew about it and you were just kind of like, whatever, I don't care, I'm kind of ignoring it. But now maybe you don't want to ignore it anymore. Or because you have the Six of Swords in the reverse too, for whatever reason, you were just not able to leave the situation. You're not able to move away from it yet, even though you might know full well what's going on. Because it's the challenge, so I don't think it's a secret. It's the challenge and it's your external factor. So you already are kind of aware of what's going on. Okay. Um, and, maybe this is just not a committed relationship. Not every relationship is committed. Obviously, this is not a committed relationship. Okay, so if you are watching this and you are in a committed relationship, um, I feel like there was a point in time in the past of your relationship where you were doing a lot. Okay, you were either carrying the relationship, um, and your partner wasn't dedicated. Because I mean that's what this is saying. This person is just not dedicated to the situation. And when I say that, it doesn't necessarily mean cheating. It could just mean that they weren't giving everything that they had to give in the situation, and you were. Okay, so now you're holding back a little bit. Okay, now you're holding back, and you're a little bit confused, or maybe they're confused now because they're like, yo, why are you not giving to me anymore? Okay, why are you changing? Why are you changing up on me? And you're like, nope, I gotta, I gotta hold back a little bit. I'm terrified. For some people, you're absolutely like terrified of committing to this person, and so you're like, no, I can't do it. I can't leave. Maybe there's financial factors. I don't really see anything financial here. I mean, I clarify this again, and we get the Five of Pentacles. So, that represents that someone in the outcome of the situation, someone can kind of be feeling abandoned or left out in the cold. I hate using the term that everybody else uses, but it came to my mind, so I said it. But this is like basically feeling like, you know, all is lost, or that, basically like you're missing out, or you're losing out on something, all right? You don't have something, or you don't have enough. So, Aquarius, you guys really have to let me know in the comments, because your last two readings have been very interesting. But, there's been a common theme of lack of commitment and a lot of sexual chemistry. All right. I think your title for last month was the It Couple, right? Was it last month or the month before? But basically, you're with this person because they are an ego boost, because you guys make a great couple, or you look good together. But at the foundation of it, things are very shaky, and your commitment to each other is not very strong. And it could be that maybe, you wanted to be committed, but in the past, things were not that great. So now you're afraid to give your all to this person. Okay. Um, yeah, you guys let me know. Let me know. Probably do another mid-month reading. Ooh, Aquarius, this is kind of heavy. I started feeling afraid. Like, I feel like somebody, and like I say, some of these things I say are not for everyone. There's specific things that come up for certain energies, for certain people that are watching, and it doesn't apply to everyone. But someone is very afraid to leave the person that they're with. It just got very heavy for me at the end of that reading. All right, in the beginning, it was just kind of like light, like, oh, okay, I'm dealing with this person and I'm attracted to them, but I don't want to commit. But then as the reading went on and I started to see more of the factors, I realized that there is someone who's very afraid, very, very afraid to leave the person that they're with. And I'm not sure why, what that fear is about. Um, but, if you want a private reading to get more clarity on your situation, please call, feel free to contact me. You can check out my website. I offer different types of readings, whether you just want to ask a question, whether you want a full in-depth love reading, whether you want a situation reading, I can do that as well. So you guys, get in touch with me if you want to clear things up and have it be more personalized. Okay, and thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe so you can get updates on my videos as they come out. And I will see you guys at the next video. I think I need a drink right now, Aquarius. But to anybody out there, that I feel like you just need to be safe and do what is right for you in a situation. And, if you need help from others, don't be afraid to ask the people around you for help. All right. Don't let anybody manipulate you into staying in a situation that you don't want to be in, or a situation that isn't healthy for you. All right, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye.